1 pick Casey Mize dominates before MLB draft. Raleigh, NC. Casey Mize was a spectator on Sunday night. The Auburn junior right-hander, considered the favorite to be selected number 1 overall by the Detroit Tigers in Monday night's MLB draft, watched from the dugout as his team tried to clinch a berth in the NCAA baseball tournament Super Regionals. But one night earlier, Mize had done his part. In shaking off some recent struggles, Mize threw 7 strong innings in a win over Army at North Carolina State's Doak Field on Saturday night. Mize allowed 1 run on 4 hits. He struck out 11 and walked 2. It marked his final pre-draft start. On Monday night, he will be selected near the top of the draft, if not by the Tigers at number 1. Nearly every major publication has predicted Mize to be selected by the Tigers. More on the MLB draft. This season, Mize is 10-5 with a 2.95 ERA. He has struck out 151 and walked 12 in 1,092 thirds innings. Those numbers, along with an advanced arsenal of 4+ pitches and polished pitching ability, have separated him from the pack of other amateur players. That he has compiled those numbers in the Southeastern Conference, considered college baseball's toughest, adds to the attraction. The Tigers were radio silent on the decision over the weekend. Earlier in the week, General Manager RALEIGH said the team was still considering a handful of players for the top pick. The Tigers have been stationed in Lakeland, Florida for the weekend as they finalize their draft board for the 3-day draft. The first 2 rounds are Monday night. Rounds 3-10 are Tuesday and rounds 11-40 are Wednesday. The Tigers have roughly $12.5 million in bonus pool money to spend, third most in the major leagues. MLB Draft 2018, time, TV coverage, streaming, first round order. The top pick has a slot value of roughly $8 million. Though Avila said money will not factor into the decision, it's likely the Tigers will spend the final hours before they are officially on the clock by exchanging contract figures with some of the top players in the draft. Those contract figures represent the biggest roadblock to a Mize selection. If the team is able to sign another player for a lesser amount, affording them more money to sign players later in the draft, the team could pass on Mize. There would be added risk in such a situation, though. The Tigers' second selection is number 44 overall and there is no guarantee players who appeal to them at the start of the draft, those who they are saving money for, will be available. Mize, who turned 21 on May 1, has steadily climbed draft boards this season. He is thought of as a safe pick at the top of the draft, one who some talent evaluators believe could pitch in the major leagues soon. His dominating season had dimmed as of late with a few subpar starts. But against Army, in perhaps the final hurdle to clear for a life-changing day on Monday, he put on the kind of performance scouts have grown accustomed to seeing. In the win, Mize pitched Auburn within 1 win of the school's first Super Regionals appearance since 1999. They defeated North Carolina State on Sunday night, 15-7, then headed home on a bus for a 9-hour ride to Auburn. He will soon be the crown jewel of a major league team's draft. But until then, he was a cheerleader, the wait for his name being called nearly coming to an end. Contact Anthony Fennick, affinich@freepress.com. Follow him on Twitter at @AnthonyFennick. Download our Tigers Extra app for free on Apple and Android devices.